guys, so I'm coming to you with a very late monthly recommendations for the month of May. It's just been a very busy month this month, and I'm very busy time too. I actually have to go out somewhere, so the wet hair is a thing. It's not looking great at the moment, but I have to leave to go somewhere in like 20 minutes, so I'm just like, I'm gonna film this video or I won't have any time at all. But let's get into the monthly recommendations, and this month's theme is contemporary books. And contemporary books is something that I've actually only recently gotten into. Like, I never used to read them. Just the idea of them bored me, and it's just, there was no magical elements, no fantasy going on, and it just was weird. But what I'm doing today is recommending you some of my favourite contemporaries, and I'm actually going to be recommending you more authors of contemporary books than the actual books. Like, the books are good, but it's just like I've clustered it all up into authors. So I've got 6 contemporary authors that I want to talk about who are the best, and I can't wait to get into it, so let's go. So the first author I'd like to recommend is the person who got me into contemporary. Like, she is the queen of getting you in there, and that is Stephanie Perkins, who wrote Anna and the French Kiss, Lola and the Boy Next Door, and Isla and the Happily Ever After. This is the way you need to start. These books are just adorable and sweet, and they have gorgeous covers as well. That's a pro, but they just had such great stories, and Lola and the Boy Next Door is still one of my all-time favorite contemporary novels. Like, it's just cricket, man. He is the best character ever. I love him. If you are like me and didn't want to read contemporary, this is where you start. You start with Anna and the French Kiss, because it's just the gateway to the world of contemporary. The next author I'd like to recommend is Rainbow Rowell, who has written Fangirl, Eleanor and Park, and Attachments. These are the only books by her I've actually read. I own all of her books, but I just haven't read them yet. But again, Fangirl is such a relatable novel, and it's just such a great story. And Attachments, again, is one of my favorite contemporary novels because it's just adorable, and she is just the queen of writing these novels, and I want her to write more novels. Like, she hasn't written one for a while, and I'm just like, Rainbow, where are you at? Bring me some more contemporaries of your goodness, because just she is an amazing author and I love it, and I just want to keep reading more of her books because they're great. This next author has to be one of my all-time favorites, and that is Casey West, and I have read 4 of her novels that include By Your Side, The Feeling Boyfriend, On the Fence, and The Distance Between Us. And again, one of my absolute favorites. This is my favorite Casey West novel, and I would say this is probably my #1 contemporary novel because it's just great. But she writes the cutest stories. There's still one more of her books that I don't own, but I'm waiting for it to come in paperback, because like, look at them spines though. Like, they're just gorgeous, these books together. But if you want some fun, loving stories of love and contemporariness and just fun, and it's just, and every single one of these boys in these books is just to die for because they're so good. But all of these books are amazing, and I mean, guys, just read these. Get them in your mind and read these books. Then I'd like to recommend Morgan Manson, who has written Amy and Reggie's Epic Detour. Only book I've read by her. I own quite a few of her books to read, but I just haven't gotten to them yet. This is a book that I have been wanting to read for like years, and I finally got it. Like, I mean, finally as in this is the moment when I finally got it, was ages ago, but I finally got this book and I read it, and it was just the best thing ever. Oh my god, this is such an adorable story. That's the thing I love about contemporaries, is they're all adorable. That's what you want. You want an adorable, loving, fun story of romance and just becoming better people and just loving, and it's just, this is just one of her best works, even though it's the only one I've read, but I guarantee this will be one of my favorites for many years to come. Then I'd like to recommend Jandy Nelson, who has written The Skies Everywhere. Again, the only book by her I've read, but I also have They'll Give You the Sun, which I really want to read as well. But this was a great story, and a lot of contemporaries, like, you want the fluffy duffy ones, but this is a grief story that is done very, very well, and I recommend it so much. You guys, get on this book. Make you cry, make you really sad. Like, I mean, not me, I don't cry at anything because I'm like heartless, but this book though, just, and Joe, man, I love him, I just love it all. It's just such a cute contemporary. And the last author I'd like to recommend is Nicola Yoon, who has written Everything, and The Sun Is Also a Star, and my god, these books are the best. Like, seriously, these are some of the cutest stories ever, and it's just like, this one takes place over a whole day, and this one is a movie coming up soon about a girl who's allergic to everything. Just, oh my god, I can't even, guys. You have to read these and then talk to me about them, because they're just recent favorites and they're just the best. So guys, these are all the books that you need to read. This was a really, oh, they're gone. I shouldn't have done that. I'm saying, like, no, Casey West. These are like, this was a really quick recommendations video. There's like about 50 books here. But anyway, guys, I hope you'd enjoyed this video and my recommendations, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!